Hello garden friends! December is a quieter month in the garden, but it's not an inactive one. It's a time for observation, preparation and learning from the past season. In this video I want to share what December gardening looks like in practice, the lessons I personally learned this year, and how these lessons can help you plan more realistically for the next season. One of the most important lessons I learned is that you really need to understand your specific space and local conditions. For example, I don't have enough direct sun to successfully grow pumpkins, but I do have enough sun for tomatoes. Instead of fighting my space, I adapted to it. I also started using hanging pots and vertical space to get plants closer to the light. That allowed me to grow things like radishes and salads more successfully, even with limited ground space. The goal isn't to grow everything, it's to grow what works where you are. Gardening isn't only about how much space you have on the ground. Using height, hanging pots, shelves, balcony rail planters can completely change what's possible in a small or shaded garden. Smaller, fast-growing plants like leafy greens often benefit from this approach. December is a good time to evaluate which areas had the best light and how you can use them better next year. Another big lesson: companion planting isn't just a theory. Some plants support each other by improving soil health, attracting beneficial insects, or reducing pest pressure. Planning plant combinations ahead of time can make a noticeable difference during the growing season. Winter is the best time to review which combinations worked and which didn't. Not everything grows successfully on the first attempt, and that's normal. Gardening is a process of trial and error. Seeds fail, plants struggle, and conditions change. The important part is observing why something didn't work and adjusting the next time. Failure in gardening is information, not a mistake. One lesson that saved me a lot of energy: preventing pests and diseases is much easier than dealing with them later. Simple habits help: removing weak or diseased plants early, keeping tools clean, avoiding overcrowding, improving airflow and soil health. Winter cleanup and preparation reduces pest problems long before they appear. Gardening can quickly feel overwhelming if you try to do everything at once. What worked much better for me was dividing tasks across days and spending just a few minutes in the garden regularly. Even 5-10 minutes a day adds up and keeps gardening enjoyable instead of stressful. Consistency matters more than intensity. One mindset shift that helped me a lot: every month prepares the next one. December isn't about growth, it's about setting the conditions for future success. Protecting soil, reviewing what worked, planning adjustments, letting the garden rest. Seeing gardening as a cycle instead of individual tasks makes the whole process feel more manageable. So, if you think that there is nothing you can plant in December, you are wrong. There are plenty of things that you can already start indoors. For example, I started already with thyme, rosemary, dill and cilantro, mangold, kale. I also check on my spinach and add more seeds into the soil when I notice that there is enough space. It's also a great time to weekly harvest such vegetables and herbs like cilantro, dill, celery, kale, lettuce, cauliflower, broccoli. My broccoli, for example, is already ready. Cabbage, lettuce, spinach, arugula, radish, carrots and beets. So December gardening is less about doing and more about learning. If you take the time now to understand your space, reflect on the past season and prepare gradually, the next growing season starts with much better conditions for both the garden and you. So do not waste your time. Let me know in the comments what you think about it and what lessons you learned this year and what are your plans for the next year. I will be happy to hear about it. Also, some additional infos: I'm going to focus more on my vlogs and tech tutorials. That's why gardening is going to slowly become part of my weekly vlogs. So do not think that I forgot about you, but I'm going to create a little bit less gardening content. But I hope that you find my vlog still interesting to hang on. So happy Christmas, happy holidays, and I see you next year.